Fine. So user administration. Just we have two commands to create user accounts. One is user add and one more is add user. Okay. The basic syntax of user add command. What is the syntax? Yes, user add options user name. This is the basic syntax of user add command. So example, user creating user add, just specify a username called test, execute the command. After executing this, so user add command, test user will be created. So test user will be created. So at the time, so creating these files are modified. These files are modified. What is the file? What are the /etc/passwd /etc/group /etc/shadow /etc/g shadow. These files are modified. So means updated with user information in password file. So here created test user, right? Test user information will be updated into password file. Okay. Then password information group. So at the time of creating user, so along with username, one group name will be created. Along with user, one group will be created. That is primary group for that user. That is primary group for that user account. The group name also same as username. The same group name also same as username. That information will be updated to group file /etc/group file and shadow and g shadow. What is shadow? So password file. This is the password information. It contains the password information. Okay, password fields. So like password aging policies. Okay, encrypted. The password will be updated to encrypted format, username, and the password aging policies means expiry date, password expiry date, minimum number of days goes to expire, maximum number of days goes to expire, account expiry date, user account expiry date. Okay, that information will be updated shadow in the shadow file. Okay, so G shadow. So group admin and group password will be updated. If you set group password, then that information will be updated to group shadow file. And if you added any user as a group admin, that information also added into G shadow file. Okay, so these files will be updated with new information. Whatever the new user you will create. Okay, that belongs to that information will be updated in these all the files. And next one, home directory will be created /home under /home with username, and the default permissions will be set. The default permissions will be set on test directory. So username is test and the /home test directory will be created. That is user's home directory, and the permissions will be set, and ownership and group ownership will be applied. So who is owner of this test? Same test group also test. This ownerships will be updated and permissions will be updated. Permissions means access modes, read, write, execute. So read, write, execute access modes on user, group and others. That permissions will be set on this. And then shell files will be copied. Shell files will be copied from /etc/shell directory. From this directory, so all the shell file will be copied to user's home directory. What is shell means? Skeleton, the basic structure, the default environment environment will be copied. Profile files have environmental variables. We'll see in the next class. Okay, the default permissions and the default configuration files will be copied. So shell type, the related command, copy. So what are those files? For example, bash rc, bash environmental file. Bash is a local environmental variable, the default permission. So when you log in with this user account, the default shell environment will be loaded. So based on this, the shell files. So you can also create your own environment after installation. Okay, but the default structure will be for all the users will be the same. So if you want to modify the default environment, just use this configuration files .bash underscore profile .bash underscore profile .bash underscore logout, like this. So you get some other files. That files will be copied to your user home directory. Okay, and one mail spool directory also created, var slash spool slash mail slash username. What is username? Text. This will be created. Slash var slash spool slash mail, not mail slash text. This directory will be created under spool. This is the inbox, the mail inbox for test user, the default. Okay, so if any message received from other users or any service, that messages will be stored under this directory, the inbox for a test user, mail inbox. Clear? Got it? So these files will be modified, this directory will be created, and shell files will be copied, and one mail spool directory will be created under this directory. Okay, so just simply execute the command. So in the background, these files will be updated, this directory will be created, and files will be copied, and one mail spool directory will be created. Clear? Remember? So okay, and one UID will be allocated for this user and group ID also. Okay, so the default. So in RHEL 7 02999 reserved for system users from 1000 onwards, 1000 to above 60,000, above 60,000. So if you created any user, that user and whatever the group is created along with that user, the user ID and group ID will be assigned from 1000 onwards. Clear? So in RHEL 6 02499 reserved for normal user account, system users from 500 onwards, the user ID and GID will be allocated for if you created any user, if you created any group, okay, from 500 onwards. Clear? So what is the UID and GID of root? What is the UID of root? 0. User ID 0. User ID 0. Root user account, UID is always 0. Okay? And group ID, the root is the group name, right? So same, group ID also 0. Same group will be created with same name, right? Root. Okay? So like this. Next. Just remember, okay? Next, options. Just without option, executed user add command and created successfully one test user. Test user options. Okay. So options. So here -C, -D, -U, -G, capital G, -S, -S, EDU, G, capital G, S. Okay. So what is this comment? Okay. So in password file, what is the information will be updated? Username, then password field, then UID, right? In the password file, it contains UID, GID, then comments. One comments field is there, and one home directory, next home directory path, then shell, one shell type here. It shows one shell also will be allocated for this user at the time of creating user. The default shell is bash. The default login shell type is bash. Okay. Here this information will be updated to your password file. So if you create a user, so username is test, then password field X. So this X is pointed to shadow file. So if you create any password for that user, so then the password will be created and stored under shadow file with encrypted format, in encrypted format. Okay. So this field is pointed to shadow file. Okay. Your actual password will be stored under shadow file, not in your password file. Okay. So and one UID for created, right? So 1000. This is the first user, 1000, and GID also 1000. And comment. So what is comment? Additional information about a user. So if you want to add user designation or user address or user additional information, just simply use -C, then in commas, double quotes, specify the designation or any other information about that user, then username, then that information will be updated, added in this field, comments field, in the password file. Okay. Here that is -C. So by default, when you create a new user, the user home directory will be created. The default home directory path is /home. So if you want to create a user in other directory, the user in other directory as a home directory, if you want to set, so then use -D, then specify the path, which directory you want to use home directory as a for a test user. So setting other user, other directory. For example, created users directory under top level directory and created one directory as test. Okay. So without specifying this directory name, by default the home directory will be created /home, then the username, right? If you specified at the time of creation, at the time of creating new user add -D, then the new home directory, not the default home directory. Okay. Specify /US user /test, then username. What is that username? Test, right? Now test user will be created, and now the test user's default home directory is what? Slash user slash test, not slash home slash test. So at the time of creation, creating new user, you can also set the different home directory for that particular user, not the default home directory. We can also create. So if you want to allocate different directory as a home directory, just use the -d, then the directory path. Okay. So then whatever the directory path you specified here after -d option, that directory is allocated as a home directory for test user, whatever the username you specified. Okay. So you can also create, instead of creating all users into one default home directory. So as per your requirement, create a user with different directory as a home directory. So -d is the option. -u, what is u? UID. So by default, if you created any user in your Linux box, the randomly one ID will be allocated. For example, create a test user first and allocated UID as a 1000. Again created user called polyglot, and now default allocated 1001. So next created user account Suresh, allocated 1002. Like this, randomly the IDs will be selected from user ID table and allocated to whatever the new username you created. So if you want to create a user with different specified UID, so just use -u option simply instead of -u. Okay, UID. So now already 3 users created. Example, test polyglot Suresh. So test is for 1000 UID, polyglot 1001, and Suresh for 1002. Now create a user Satish. Create a user with username Satish with different UID, not the random one 1003. Just specify 1010. Sorry, any other number 1010. So instead of selecting the random number, so you can also set the different UID as a user ID. So before specifying this UID, you need to check so whether the UID already in use or not. So if that user ID is already allocated for other users, you will get an error message. The UID already in use. Okay. So just specify, then username test. Sorry, what is that? Satish, right? Satish. Now this user will be created with UID 1010. Clear? So G -G, right? So what is G? Group. G means group. Capital G also a group. Okay. So I'll tell you the difference. Okay. Can I remove this? Okay, fine. So G. Now create a user with different group ID. For example, not an example. So when you create a new user, say one group will be created. That group is a primary group for the user, right? So what is the group name? Same username as group name. Same as username, right? So without that group name, so if you want to allocate other group as a primary group, different group name. So user add -G, then specify a group name. Yes, other group name, any group name called group 1, group name called group 1, then specify a username Venkat, example. Okay, so now user will be created and that user will be added as a member into group 1. Now Venkat's primary group is what? Group 1. Primary group is group 1. So if not specified this, then what is the primary group for Venkat user? Venkat. Venkat, right? The group will be created with same name. One primary group will be created. But here we specified. So add Venkat user into group 1. This is the primary group for Venkat user. Okay. So at the time of creating new user, you can use these options as per your requirement. So add users into as a primary group, other group. Okay. So UID, directories, home directory, and if you want to add information, use these options. Okay. Clear? So here changing user's primary group, creating user with different group as a primary group. Different group as a primary group. So now what is capital G? Capital G. What is capital G? Creating user with primary group and adding user as a member into additional groups at the same time. So if you specified any group name here, group 1, group 2, comma, group 3, space, any username, Praveen, specified, right? The same command user add. Okay. After executing this command, so here specified two groups, group 2 and group 3. Okay. User will be created Praveen and one primary group will be created with same username Praveen, and Praveen user will be added as a member in these two groups, additional groups. Will be added as a member in additional groups, group 2 and group 3. So along with its primary group. Okay. So Praveen user primary group is Praveen, right? And additional groups G, group 2 and group 3. Small g, changing primary group with a different group name, not creating with same group name with username, right? Okay. So if you want to add, so at the time of creating user, so just simply specify different groups, then that user will be added into that groups and one primary group will be created along with the same username. Clear? So what is S? Shell. Shell. So changing shell. So creating user with different shell type. Okay. Default, by default /bin/bash shell will be allocated, right? Created. So if you want to create a user with different shell type, -s, simply yes, then shell type, specify the shell type, sbin/no login shell, no login or false shell, sbin/false. Other available shells, K shell, C shell. Okay, other available shells. So if you want to use the default shell type /bin, sbin/no login /sbin/false/K shell, I mean, and C shell, if available that shells in your Linux operating system, then specify the shell types. Okay, so now the default shell is whatever the shell type you specified. Okay, if not specified any shell type using -s option, the default shell is /bin/bash. /bin/bash is the default shell. So if you specify different shell as a default shell, then user will be created and that shell will be allocated as a default shell. Okay, so in Linux, so bash is the default shell in Red Hat Linux. So and C shell also available, CSH and KSH, corn shell and C shell. Okay, corn shell and C shell available. So if you want to create a user with this one or this one as a default shell type, then specify -s, then that shell type path. Okay, user will be created and this shell will be allocated as a default shell for that user account. Okay, so if you want to create a user with different shell type, I'll tell you what is no login shell and what is false shell, what is login shell. So very important. Okay, no, login shell. What is the difference between login shell and no login shell? You will get an interview question. Okay, login shell and no login shell, false shell. Okay, okay, understand? So these are the options. These are all the options. Okay, so and few more options are there. Creating user with password expiry date. Create a user with password expiry date. Create a user with account expiry date. Create a user with account expiry date. How to create a user with account expiry date? Have an option -e, password expiry date -f. Okay, I'll show you that in executing. Okay, and how to lock user account, how to unlock, we'll see later. So these are the at the time of creation new user. When creating new user, use these options. Okay, create a new user with as per your requirement. So what about existing users? What about existing users? How to modify existing users? Have a command user mod. User mod is the command to modify existing users. Okay, so the same options, use same option, just the same parameters. Simply replace with user add with user mod. Okay, and specify a option, whatever the option you want to use, -d. So if you want to change users home directory, existing users home directory, user add, then -d, directory path, home directory path, different directory as a home directory, then existing username. Now that user existing home directory will be modified to whatever the home directory you specified. Just use user mod. If you want to add comments, user mod -c, comments existing username. So if you want to change existing user, user ID, just user mod -u, different UID, and existing username. G, if you want to change user's primary group, okay, instead of using the existing group, okay, another group, just simply specify user mod -g, the group name, okay, then existing username. So now whatever the username you specify, group name you specified here, now that group now acting as a primary group for existing user. Okay, so if you want to add existing user into multiple groups, additional groups, user mod -G, the group names and the existing username. Okay, user already in private one group, that is called primary group. So if you want to add existing user into two or more groups and one group, another group, just use -G, user mod -G, group 1, group 2, okay, then existing username. Now that user will be added into the two groups. The same, and -s if you want to change existing shell type to another shell, user mod -s, then the shell type, and existing username. Existing username in the sense already created. Okay, if username is already created, if you want to modify something like shell type, like home directory, UID, GID, if you want to add user into one group, existing group, okay, to modify. Okay, if username is already exist in your Linux system, just use usermod command. So if you want to create a new user with any option, so if you want to create a user with different group or group as a primary group, just user add space -g, the group name and username, then the user will be created with same group name as a primary group, right? Like this. So I'll show you that. One, two, three, four. Okay, user add. So before going to create a new user, first check the files, password file and home directory. Is there any users are created already? Okay, so how to check that? ls/home. It shows /home directory information. ls, only Suresh directory is there. Suresh means Suresh user already exists. So what is the /home? Inside /home, Suresh home directory is there. Means Suresh user already exists in your system. So tail -5, then /etc passwd. See, so what is tail command? It shows last n number of lines. Here specified 5 lines. So from password file, it shows 5 lines. See, last 5 lines. Suresh user is there, right? So this is Suresh username. If you created any user, that information will be updated to password file. It contains user information. What is that information? Username and X. What is X here? Password field. This is pointed to shadow file. Remember, okay? So this is the UID of that Suresh, GID of Suresh, right? So this is comment field. So here added as a comment, Suresh, same. Okay, and this is the home directory of path. Suresh user home directory is /home/Suresh, and see the default shell is /bin/bash. Now create a user. Now create. Again, I will show you that shadow file. See, Suresh username. This is the password. Encrypted password. The password will be stored in an encrypted format, not in plain text format. Even though if you specified a password in plain text format, the password will be encrypted and stored here. Okay. So these fields are, this is minimum number of days to expire password. This is maximum number of days to expire password. If you set any password, so minimum and maximum number of days. Minimum 0, maximum 99999. Okay. And user, if you created a user with account expiry date, that information will be updated. If you created user with password expiry date, if you set 10 days grace period, so then that information will be updated here. So after 10 days, password will be expired. You need to change the password before 10 days. Otherwise, password will be expired. That information will be updated here. Okay, I'll show you that later. So have a command how to set that password expiry, account expiry. We'll see. And group. Go to that group file. group. See, this is group name. Okay, this is group name. This is a group password. Password field. This is pointed to G shadow. Group password field is pointed to G shadow file. See, this is the group ID. This is user. The user belongs to which group? Suresh. Suresh user belongs to Suresh group. If you added any user into Suresh group, then that user information will be updated here after Suresh. Now only one user is there in the group, Suresh group. Okay, so if you added polyglot user, Venkat or test into Suresh group, that information will be updated here after Suresh, comma, test, comma, Venkat, like this. Now these three users are in Suresh group members. Okay, you can add. I'll show you that later. Just remember these points. Okay, so whatever the information is there in the shadow file, group file, okay, you will get an interview question on this. So what is the second field in password file? What is the third field in shadow file? So okay, just remember. And G shadow. What is G shadow? See, Suresh user, Suresh group and Suresh user information. This is password field. There is no password set on this group. Okay, so that's why it shows bang operators. Okay, now in last state there is no password for the user group account. Okay, so these are the files, right? So and next I'll show you that ls/var spool mail. Suresh is created, right? One mail spool directory will be created. One mail spool directory will be created. Suresh user cd, sorry, and Suresh. There is no files, information inside. Okay, so this is a mail spool directory. That is what we discussed, right? And so after creating user, one shell files will be copied to home directory. Already we discussed, right? So cd/it is what is the directory location? Shell. There is no files. Which files will be copied? The hidden files. .bashrc, .bash_logout. How to view hidden files in current working directory? -a. These files will be copied. This is the default shell environment. Okay, so if you created any user, the same basic environment will be loaded. So after login into the user, you can adjust the settings, you can modify, you can create your own environment for a particular user. So when you create a new user, the default environment will be copied, the skeleton type. So after login into the user account, as per your requirement, just change the environment. So I'll show you that how to change. Okay, later. So see, bash_logout, bash_profile, bash_rc. So Mozilla, what is Mozilla? Is a Firefox already installed, right? Browsers also copied. Okay, this is the shell directory. If you installed login with GUI, if you run the operating system at run level 5, then you will get a GUI mode, right? So then these shell files will be copied. So if you run the operating system at run level 3, then the system will be run at non-graphical environment, and then these files will be copied, not the Mozilla. So Mozilla is a graphical environment tool, browser tool. Okay, browser application, right? So these files will be copied. Clear? So remember this /it/shell, very important. Okay, I'll show you the user add command syntaxes, the steps in the user add command script file. DEFAULT user add. See, user add default file, home, default home directory. What is default home directory? Is /home. So if you want to change. If you specified any directory name here instead of home, user, create a user directory in Linux and specify that path /home/user, or if you created any location, if you specify that the path here, so after save and quit, so if you created any user using user add command, that user will be created with home directory. What is the home directory you specified instead of /home? Okay, so the default home directory /home. You can also modify the home directory, default home directory, instead of /home specify other directory as a default home directory. Okay, so if you created user add, username, user created will be created, and that user home directory will be created, specified home directory. So here see, users, if you specified users, first you need to create a user's home directory in top level directory, then you need to specify. Okay, so I'll show you that. Just simply user, right, wq, and create a home directory mkdir /users, creating directory. Now execute user add test created, right? So ls/users created where? In users directory. Let me check in /home. No. Now the default home directory, if you create any user now, that user home directory will be created in users, because the default home directory changed from home to users here. As per your requirement, if you know how to modify the configuration file, you know very well, just change, modify as per your requirement. Okay, if you know very well. Okay, like this. Shell type also, if you want to set the default shell instead of bash, you can set, then the same shell will be allocated as a default shell for other user, any user. Clear? That's it. Change this home. Okay, in Windows it won't allow to modify the operating system files, but here in Linux it allows to modify. So 80% of source code comes with your operating system. You can adjust all the settings. Okay, adjust the settings, environment. Clear? So remove that. Okay, clear? This is a shell file. This is the default structure of that. Okay, pi/etc user only user add is there, and one more file is there. So based on that file, UID, GID, and other permissions will be applied for all the users and groups. I'll show you that later. Actually, I forgot that. Okay, so this is the basic structure. So when creating user, so that these are the files will be updated and home directory will be created. Shell files will be copied to home directory, and one mail full directory will be created. Clear? Okay, I'll show you user add. So create Venkat. So without specifying any option, just simply specify user add Venkat. So check ls, so tail -5 /etc passwd created, right? So this user also created test user before, right? So test user home directory /user test. Now again changed, modified to home directory. Created Venkat user created. This is username. This is password file. This is UID and GID, and this is comment field. There is no information updated for comment field. See, this is home directory for Venkat user. This is the default shell type. Okay. Create a user with comment -c. Okay. Linux admin. Okay. So along with that, so if you want to change home directory as a different directory, use all the options at a time. Okay. See, just simply create Praveen. Okay. See, added, right? Comment field. In the comment field, additional information is updated. Praveen, see, home directory, and this is the bin directory. Got it? Clear? So if you want to create a user with, different directory as a home directory, so along with the comment field. Okay. So if you want to add additional information, -d, then /users, and then specify a name, any name. Okay. This is our directory name and Rakesh user. See what will happen. ls /users created, right? Okay. Let me check in the password files. What is the Rakesh user home directory? /users Rakesh.
Okay. User ID and group ID should not be the same, right?
No, same. That is group table. This is user table. Okay, both are in different table. Okay.
So under one group, so many users can be created, right?
Yeah, you can add
100. Okay. In the same group, we can add any number of users.
Yes, you can add. Okay, we'll see in the group administration. Okay, so this is the primary group name. This is the primary group for user account. So if you created any file or any directory using any user account, this user account, okay, so for that file, owner is this user and this group is primary group will be added. Okay, so I'll tell you later. Okay, so like this. So if you want to create, okay, just use the options and create a user with different options. Okay, -s. If you want to create a user with differential, -s use with single syntax. So no need to specify single. Just if you want to change shell, so sbin /no login space. So is there any -G? Okay. So is there any groups? Yes. Adding user into Venkat group. Venkat group already created, right? Primary group. Add that user Venkat. Okay. Comma Suresh. Add this user, new user. Creating user and adding additional information as a like this. Any our phone number, your address, any information. See, home directory. Sorry, I want to change that. Right? I think that user already created. Okay. So use any name, Dilip. Okay, create user with different group, I mean directory, different shell type. Okay, comments, and adding user into additional groups. So now check ls, I mean tail -5 / etc passwd. See, Dilip user created, user ID allocated, and primary group allocated, and comments allocated, and this is the home directory. This is shell type. See, no login shell. Okay, so now check the password file, sorry, group file /etc/group. Now we'll get idea. See, in Venkat group, Rahim and Dilip added. Clear? So 6, specify as 7. What would you specify? Clear? Venkat group. See, so in Venkat group, Rahim and Dilip added. Both the users are added. So like this, if you want to add users into one group, okay, so users, clear, like this. So if you want to create a users with different parameters, so at the time of creation just specify. Clear? Any doubts? Hello, Mahesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there any doubts? Hello. Okay, this is how to create users. Okay, how to create user with password expiry, account expiry. How to create user with account expiry date? Account expiry -e is the option. -e is the option. So man user add. See, you will get a lot of options. See, D -e. See, expiry date. -e is the date on which the user account will be disabled. The date is specified in the format year, month, date. Okay. So this is password expiry date -f option. We'll get a lot of options here. So account expiry, user add -e, then specify 2017. So what is that month? 051. So if you want to set month and date, today is what? 9, 11. If you specify 11, then created user. Okay, Koti. So automatically account will be expired after this date. So if you want to create a temporary user, so if you want to give access to outside users, so remote users for 2 days working, or 2 days or 1 day or 3 days, then create a user with different username and expiry date. Even though if you forget to disable the access, so automatically account will be expired. Okay. Which one? 48. 48 hours. Which file? No. So that is different. Locate DB file. That is different. Command, locate command. 24 hours. I mean midnight. Every midnight, update DB command will update the file system information to locate database file. So when you search for a file name or a directory name using locate, then that locate command will be listed that information based on that locate DB file. Okay. So here user creating with expiry date. I may be look at up. Okay. Okay. Clear? So after this date, this account will be expired. So why we need to create a user with account expiry date? So only for temporary purpose. If you want to allow users to access, they want to do something only 2 days or 1 day. Okay. Sometimes you forget. So if you give access, if you forget to disable the access, to change password or disable the account. Okay. So in that situation, just to create a user with account expiry date. Even though if you forget that thing, okay, so automatically account will be expired after this date. Okay, account will be expired, disabled completely. Clear? Just execute that command. To create a password expiry date, just create a user. Created, right? Tail. This information will be updated to password file, but not password file. Which file? Shadow file. This information, account expiry information. Koti. See? Updated, right? That information is updated. This is based on one calculation. I'll tell you that. Okay. So now account expiry date has been set. So next, password expiry. So if you want to create a user with password expiry, just specify the days -f, then days 10. If you specify 10, then after n number of days, password will be expired. Not account, user account. Not user account. Only password will be expired. -f, the number of days, then username. Here, number of days and username. I'll tell you that. Here we are not setting any password, just creating users with different options. I'll tell you how to set password for a user account. Okay. So creating user with password expiry -f, then the number of days. So before this days, you need to change the password. If not changed, automatically password will be expired after 10 days. Clear? Okay. So how to create user with different home directory, different user ID, different add additional group, command, shell, expiry date, password expiry date. Okay, understand? So these are all the options available in user add command. So man user add. So if you want more information, just use this. See. Again, same password. User can change its password, but they cannot change the other user password. Yes. Yes. Can we change the date again? Yeah, we can modify. Only root user can modify that information. Only root user can modify that. Yes, anytime, n number of times they can modify. Account, how to, I will tell you that. How to remove the expiry date, password expiry, account expiry. We'll see later on. Okay, see. And one more option is there. Create home directory. Create the user's home directory if it does not exist. The files and directories contained in the skeleton directory defined with K will be copied to the home directory. So if you specified different, so for example, already user is exist or if you want to create a user with different home directory as a home directory, the shell files will not be copied to the different home directory. So if you want to copy along with that different home directory as a home directory and copy all the files into the directory user related files, just use -m option, -m option, -m. Okay. See, already P also is there. So create a user with plain text password, -p. Just to specify the password. The password will be stored in the shadow file in plain text format, readable format. So if you want to store password in readable format, just use user add -p username. Password, then username. Then that password will be created. User will be created. Password will be stored in plain text format, not in encrypted format. Now any user can read that password. Okay, like this. Okay. See, -s shell type u. Okay. So we can also create a group with the same name as the user and add that user into this group, -U. Okay. Yes, login def. This is the configuration file. Just go through this. Okay. Just understand. Okay. Mail dir. I will show you that vi/etc login def. So based on this file, directories will be created. One mail spool directory will be created. See, mail_dir/var/spool/mail. So if you want to specify different directory, then specify here. So then the mail spool directory will be created under that directory. So whatever the directory path you specified here. See, passcode. So minimum number of days, maximum number of days. Okay. Password minimum length 5 characters. Password minimum length. So how many characters required? Minimum 5 characters. You need to specify. Okay. So like this. So UID 60,000. See. So for normal users starts from 1000 and maximum 60,000. Okay. So group also. So based on this file. Clear? Created user successfully. So use -m option and -p, study that and execute. Okay. So now user mode, same permissions, same options, use existing users. Already users are there, right? ls/home. So Praveen, Suresh, Venkat, Koti are all there, right? Clear? So how to create, modify? So user mod. So what we need to modify? Cat, tail. Just understand. -6/etc PASSWD. Okay. So just take okay, Praveen user. Use Praveen. So what is the home GID? 1111003. Okay. So home directory, this one. This is shell type, right? Just now change the shell type. Praveen user. Modifying shell type, user mod. So how to modify? Same options. Whatever the options you used in user add command, just instead of user add, use user mod. So same options, same locations. So whatever the requirement you did, so just specify and you use the user existing username. -yes. So now changing sbin/no login. Now changing shell type to /bin/bash to no login shell. Praveen. Now execute. Tail. Modified, right? Modified, right? Like this. has been slash no login slash home slash Praveen Linux admin. So if you want to change comment, so now modify -c, okay, AWS admin. Where is that? Yes, modified, right? Confusion on ఇప్పుడు చూడండి. So modified, right? Before it is a Linux admin. Now a command field is AWS. Like this, use any option. Modify the home directory, so login shell, G. So if you want to add users, if you want to change its primary group, so how to change user primary group? User mod -G, then group name, existing primary group name. So Venkat. So Venkat group. So now Venkat group already exists, right? Okay. Now adding this group as a primary group to Praveen. Okay. See, what is the group? 1002. Venkat also 1002. So both are in the same group. Okay. Like this. Now Praveen primary group is Venkat, not a Praveen group. Clear? Got it? Like this. So if you want to add user Praveen to other groups, G space, what is that group name? Group name, right? So which one? Rakesh. Rakesh. Just add. Now tail. Okay. -5 /etc group. See, in Rakesh group, Praveen is there, right? In Rakesh group, Praveen is there. Added group. To have a groups command, groups, just Rakesh. Only it shows primary groups, right? Okay. Praveen, Venkat, it shows Venkat group information. Okay, Praveen. See, Praveen in Venkat group and Rakesh group. This is username. Groups is the command and username. So groups is the command and username. Specified here Praveen. So Praveen user in Venkat group and Rakesh group. So like this. So capital G. Modify user mod -capital G. If you specified small g, then its primary group will be modified with whatever the group name you specified. Okay. So next, so how to lock user account? So how to lock user account? How to lock user account? So user mod -capital L. How to lock user account? Capital L. Then username. Okay. So just set the password, then we will execute this. PASSWD is the command to set password for a user. To change password or set password for a user. PASSWD is the command to set new password or change existing password. Okay. So PASSWD Praveen. Password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay. So here password you need to set. So it recommended 8 characters. Minimum password recommended 8 characters. It must be one capital letter, contains, and one numeric letter and one uppercase, one special character. Numeric, uppercase and special character, but recommended minimum 8 characters. Don't use dictionary words as a password, your name as a password, system name as a password. Okay? So, it's in the recommended 8 characters. Recommended 8 characters. Clear? Remember that. Clear? So any other usernames? /4 Venkat PASSWD Venkat. Created user, right? Okay. Now check the password file or a shadow file. Tail hyphen. Okay, no problem. Tail just etc. See. So this is encrypted format. Test. There is no password for test user. Venkat created new password. Praveen also created. Rakesh, Rahim, Dilip. There is no password for users. Okay, we are not provided any password. Okay, so see how to set after creating password for Dilip. So then that password will be Dilip 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now check that. Added right password here in encrypted format. Before it there is no password because we are not set provided any password for Dilip, just created user. Okay, now created password for that Dilip user. That password is now stored in encrypted format. Okay, converted into encrypted, not in a plain text format. If the password stored in plain text format, everyone can understand the password, what the password for Dilip, or the password for Rahim, something. Okay, so now they can't understand. Again, they need to convert this encrypted password, decrypt. Okay, see. So how to set password like this. So log in with this user account, switch to another terminal, Venkat, username, password, login, right? Created user and login. So what is username? Who am I? Venkat, and switch to another terminal and log in with Praveen. It says log out because no login shell. I'll tell you that tomorrow. So what is the difference between login and no login shell? You can't directly log in with the username and password. So if you created a user with no login shell type, you can't directly log in with. So you can, it allows to log in from remote. Okay, so I'll tell you tomorrow. So use Dilip. Dilip also no login. Okay, so it's Suresh, already Suresh user exists, right? Like this. Okay, so switch to again here. So now log the user account. Now successfully logged, right? So log the user account, user mode hyphen capital L. So Venkat. Log the user account. Okay, so how to check that? Tail slash etc shadow. What is this? Bank symbol. Is there any bank symbol in front of Suresh user password? No. So here, no. Here, no. So now password is locked. User account is locked. even though if you provided username and password, so it will refuse to access login. See, try to log in with that. So this is a Venkat account, right? Already exit. So again use that username Venkat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Login incorrect. Refusing to log the user account. User mod space hyphen capital L and then username. Okay. So unlock. To unlock the user account, hyphen capital U. User mod space hyphen capital U, then username. Now check. See, unlocked, right? Removed. Removed band symbol means exclamatory mark. Okay. So if you want to lock user account, just edit this file, add that band symbol in preceding character as a encrypted password. So even though you have one more option, just go to the configuration file, shadow file, just add bank symbol or user mod hyphen capital L, then username. Now execute. Now log in with that user account Venkat. Login, right? Clear? Like this. So how to lock? How to unlock the user accounts? How to lock? How to unlock? Clear? So how to delete user accounts? So how to delete user account? How to delete? How to delete user account? User del is the command. User del is the command to delete user. User del hyphen rf. Then username Venkat. Username Venkat. So if you specified hyphen rf option, then user account will be information will be removed from passport, shadow, group, file, and home directory also removed. Complete information. So whatever the stuff related to Venkat user, that will be removed from your Linux system. If not specified hyphen rf option, so only user information will be removed from all the files. Okay. So still the home directory will be still exist. Okay. So if you want to remove your user, only user and user information, just remove that. So if you want to remove complete user information and its home directory as well as its files, just use user del space hyphen rf. Now removed because it has another number group. Okay, no problem. So group not removed. So because already added one user into group. So now user successfully removed. So check tail /etc PASSWD. See, Venkat removed, right? Venkat removed. So like this, remove all the users. Koti. Okay. Delete. Now execute again password file. See, Koti, delete, users removed, right? So complete information. See, ls/home. Its home directory also removed. Clear? So remove Praveen group also not removed because it is not the empty primary group. అంటే ఇంకొక యూజర్ యాడ్ అయి ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి గ్రూప్స్ రిమూవ్ అవ్వలేదు. ఓకే, సో ఓన్లీ యూజర్ రిమూవ్ అయిపోతున్నాడు. ఓకే, లెట్ మీ చెక్ LSC removed, right? Praveen information also. Okay, so Rakesh, so What is Rakesh? Rakesh also remove. So Rakesh is created under where? Slash users, right? Remove test, remove the test user also. There is no user. Home directory under users. Clear? Like this. So if you want to create users, use user add command, modify users, user mode, to remove users, user del, to lock, to unlock, use the options. Okay? User del hyphen rf. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Is there any command to delete all the users at a time?
No, you need to delete. So otherwise you need to write a script.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Clear? ls slash users removed slash home removed, only Suresh is there, tail slash etc passwd, only Suresh user account is there. Clear? This is user administration. Okay, tomorrow we'll see group administration. So how to create groups, how to add users into group. Okay, so hello.
Yes, yes.
Is there any doubts?
No, yes.
Okay, thank you. So Mahesh, hello Mahesh,
Hello, yes, yes.
is there any
Hello?
doubt?
No, no, no.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Shall I close the session?
Sure, sure.
Okay.